Ice, my necklace. The bitch, she messy. She won't stop testing. These niggas, they mad, they broke, they stressing. I gotta thank God. Blessings, I'm blessings. Got cash, I'm blessing. Ice, my necklace. The bitch, she messy. She won't stop testing. These niggas, they mad, they broke, they stressing. I gotta thank God.
He's gonna end up in prison or dead in 10 years, guaranteed. I put my life on it.
Beyond Scared Straight is known for turning around the lives of young lawbreakers, as well as highlighting the many characters that have appeared on the show throughout the past 9 seasons. With the show being meant as a way for parents to turn around the lives of children that are going down the wrong path, there's obviously a lot of delinquency in it. Number 7, Dylan. 14-year-old Dylan has some of the worst anger issues that have been shown on the show. Already flipping the lid when the camera crew came to record him and slamming a door to his mother, you have to ask yourself what happens when nobody is there to record. As well as physical and mental abuse towards his mother, an interview with his younger brother shows that she is not the only target. Having choked him out in the past, it shows that Dylan is a threat to the household due to his unpredictable nature. We are given a look into his past when his mother, in an interview, states that his behavior may stem from the way that his father treated him before they moved away from him. Once in the program, we are shown that Dylan doesn't hit any of the inmates and starts crying when they make fun of him for only being aggressive to her. This is a drastic change to the scenes shown earlier, where he had to be picked up by the police in handcuffs from his house to be brought to the program because he was so angry about having to go.
I think I need to go to the jail program because I'm not out there doing stuff that you should be in jail for. I don't really need it. I don't know why I gotta go. And I'm not gonna go.
Number 6, Toby. Toby is one of the more unique cases in Beyond Scared Straight. He's one that needed serious help and shows what can happen if people in the program don't take it seriously while they're in it. Being booked into jail due to his anger issues for felony aggravated assault against his own mother, he makes sure to talk to the juveniles that were visiting because the program did not work on him as intended. He is 17 years old, and because of his lack of anger management, he was booked into jail, looking up to 20 years for his charge. He details his first night and how similar it was to the way that they actually show it on Beyond Scared Straight. Having his food stolen the first 3 days of being in prison to having to share his room with murderers. It shows how rough and real this show can really be.
Table, take my tray. Same thing at lunch, same thing at dinner. Friday rolls around, you get a store call. Same thing. Every night you not knowing somebody's gonna drag you off your bed, beat you down.
Number 5, Nard. Nard is a special case when it comes to delinquents because he is only 13 years old. However, this does not stop him from committing adult crimes. From hitting someone in the face with a brick to smoking weed, fighting, and pulling a knife on his mother, he has committed crimes almost as bad as the other older people featured on this list. Having a brother that is a year younger than him, we are shown that he has a strong influence over his actions, leading him down to a very similar path. Instead of playing outside like normal kids their age, they have been staying out past midnight smoking weed with their older friends. Both Nard and Blue have been expelled from their schools and are pursuing special education programs to deal with their delinquency. If left unattended, Nard would definitely be in a world of hurt when his actions catch up with him, most likely leaving him dead or in jail.
The worst thing I ever done was hit somebody in the face with a brick.
He wants to fight, and most times he's trying to hurt someone.
Number 4, Lay. While Lay has a similar past to many of the other people on this list, drugs, fighting, and graffiti, she is the only one that has completely broken down during the episode. As a self-proclaimed tom girl and girl that loves fighting, doing drugs, and other illegal activities, she has never had to listen to an authority. With a mother that was struggling to keep her under control, she decided that the Beyond Scared Straight program would be a good way to get her disciplined. However, this is easier said than done. We are shown a scene in which she is doing a physical workout with her fellow delinquents, when after extreme taunting by the officer, she decides to strike. Not only attacking someone in the first place, but it being a cop is one of the
I
craziest
remember
things
that.
to be recorded on Beyond Scared Straight. This shows that she has no respect for rules, authority, or even the safety of the officer she tried to attack.
Hey. Get up. Turn around. Get up. Turn around. Cover up.
Number
I remember
3,
that.
James.
I'm like, bro, I wouldn't even
A
done
young
that.
teen with an anger issue and addiction to weed. This brings us to James. James is a 15-year-old that got into Beyond Scared Straight program because he had an altercation with his mother that ended up with her being pinned on the ground for nearly 15 minutes because he stole the keys to her car. This, mixed with his lack of a father figure, leaves James in a very vulnerable situation. We are shown that while in the program, he is faced by many prisoners that say that they wish they still had a relationship with their mother, if having one still alive in the first place. This opens up James' eyes on the way he's been treating his mother and shows him that the way he's been acting is not sustainable.
His mama take care of him. And your mama money on the books, I'm taking that. Your mama love you feel me? But you disrespecting your mama. You got here who are glad to kill you.
Number 2, Lexi. Lexi describes herself as a young
I
woman
remember
that likes
that
to
one.
steal, is disrespectful, and likes to fight, as well as insulting her family. Being in Beyond Scared Straight for her history of theft, we are quickly shown what type of a lady she really is. Right as we're introduced to her, her mother shows a video of one of her fights where she ended up biting another girl in the face, making her bleed. This all happened due to her gang affiliation and self-proclaimed love for fighting. One of the biggest issues we are shown is that she has absolutely no respect for authority. Through the show, we are shown how much attitude she gives the deputies, and how she calls her mother very offensive terms. While in the program initially, she throws up gang signs to the inmates, not taking the situation seriously at all, and even got an inmate that she pushed around removed from the jail area, because the deputies thought she instigated it. Without the intervention of Beyond Scared Straight, she would definitely end up in some sort of issues in the future. Number 1, Brandon. Brandon P., 16, and in for armed robbery, a home invasion, and drugs. Brandon's record already trumps most other people featured on the show. His issues started in the first few minutes when he had a standoff with a deputy while they were introduced to the prison. When the deputy stated that, "You're a dope for putting your hands on women," Brandon had this to say. We are then told by the officer that breaking down Brandon was a hard task and that he really got under his skin. Acting this way around law enforcement shows how little Brandon cares about his future and how much of a loose cannon he really is. But it gets worse. In the first few moments of being around the inmates, we are shown his tough attitude by telling them he likes fighting, and when confronted by an inmate, showed no fear and shrugged off his threats, having to be pulled out of the room for his own safety. Afterwards, we are shown that he is kicked out of the program entirely, with his mom by his side as they leave the jail. What makes this take the number 1 spot is when the officer that kicked him out said this. This shows that Brandon really does need some serious help.
Jail, somebody gonna kill him.
He's gonna end up in prison or dead in 10 years, guaranteed. I put my life on it.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Film Trip. Don't forget to leave a like, press subscribe, and comment below if you agree or disagree with our list.
Alright, Chaos Squad, if you're new, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. My input on this is, if you are 13 years old, Nard, he's the youngest in that Scared Me on Straight video. I think it was him and it was another young man. But I know for a fact it was Nard. And he's only 13 years old. Like, come on, y'all. Like, I remember when I was 13. I was 13 years old. I was doing sports. I was doing stuff like after school to help me out. So I don't be out on the streets. It's just, Nard just needs to, like, do some after school activities, like sign him up for football or something. Well, yeah, sign him up for football or basketball, something, so he doesn't be out on the street. It's just most of these kids on here, they're like, oh, well, I could be out on the street. and then they don't want to suffer the consequence. And it's crazy because it's like it's like they think they do what they want to do in the street, but then when you realize that you did a crime, you have to handle the consequence. Like, I remember watching this one video. It was like, it's called the Top Kids something, where these kids would get in trouble, and they will go to court, and they'll give them like 100 years or 20 years, that sort of thing, because of a murder. And I'm saying to myself, this is crazy. Like, these kids are 13, 14 years old, 15 years old, doing these type of things. And it's just, I'm just, amazed. But anyways, Chaos Squad, if you're new, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're on the road to 200 subscribers. Comment down below what other videos you want me to react to. If you want me to react to any more Scared Me on Straight videos, if you want me to react to basketball videos, any topic, I'm cool with. And can we get this video to 10 likes? And yeah, Chaos Squad, I'm out. Peace.
Gang. You did. Forever two-time, nigga. Watch it forever. Got cash, I'm flex, ice, my necklace. The bitch, she messy, she won't stop texting. These niggas, they mad, they broke, they stressing. I gotta thank God, blessings, I'm